Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of MBBS Info. Today we have Miss Yulia Ipshina with us, the Officer of International Department of Volgograd State Medical University.
नमस्ते, आपका वोल्गोग्राड स्टेट मेडिकल यूनिवर्सिटी में स्वागत।
Welcome ma'am.
Thank you for inviting.
So ma'am, can you just brief us about the Volgograd State Medical University and its legacy in medical education?
Yes, of course. I can talk about our university for hours. So first of all, let me say a few words about myself. So my name is Yulia Ipshina, as you said, and I work in the international department. Our department directly deals with international students and also international bodies, like the bodies which help us to confirm the diplomas of our students and others. Well, as for our university, we were founded in 1935. This was quite a long time ago, and this year we're celebrating the 90th anniversary, which makes us really proud. And this year, when it was Victory Day, the 9th of May, it's Victory Day in Russia, we had a special celebration here in India. The representatives of our university came here, and our alumni from different corners of India came to Chennai also to celebrate with us. Well, we started welcoming international students in 1962, which is also quite a long tradition of teaching international students. It also is great, I believe. And starting from the year of 2000, we have had full English medium program. So now we teach in English. Well, as for the legacy in general in medical education, we can say that there are a lot of even dynasties of students, of professors at our university and around the globe. More than 5,000 specialists, doctors with our diplomas work around the world in different countries. I think the biggest legacy of any university is its alumni.
Yes.
So we're really proud. And there are a lot of prominent alumni around the world who take part in different major bodies connected with medicine, like WHO, and also some major institutions and ministries in different countries.
That's so great. So our next question is, what kind of practical exposure and clinical training do students receive during their course?
Well, they do have different kinds of internships. As you know, perhaps in Russia, there is the 6-year course of education when we talk about medicine. And, this is a very fundamental course because we're not divided into bachelor's degree and master's degree. We just do the full course so that at the end of your studies, you become a licensed doctor and you have the right to work as a therapist. So during the years of the education at our university, students go to different internships in different clinics and hospitals of the city. Sometimes the administration of our university says that our university is 90 kilometers long.
Okay.
That's a funny phrase because, of course, we understand that no campus can be 90 kilometers long. But as a result, it is completely true because on the one hand, we have got the main campus where all the main classes are held, but also we have got different clinics around the city where our students undergo internships. We have got our own clinics, a clinic of family medicine, a dental clinic. Nowadays, we're going to have the second dental clinic, which is also important because our students can get not only practices there, but also medical checkups and also different medical services whenever they need it. Also, all the clinics of the city, and Volgograd is really a long city, it's a big one. So all the hospitals host our students when we go for internships. For example, if a student has an internship, let's say in cardiology, he or she goes to one clinic. If it's an internship in pediatrics, to another clinic. That's it.
Okay. So how does the curriculum align with the global medical standards and also with the NMC guidelines?
Well, first of all, the NMC guidelines are of major importance for us because we do care about the destiny of our Indian students. And every year we upgrade all the aspects of our program so that they would be following completely the guidelines. When there is any kind of upgrade in the guidelines, we also do the upgrade in the program as well. This is also very important because when we do it, we can prove it to the NMC as a result when our students graduate. Well, also, it's necessary to say that our university has international accreditation. And you know, when students decide to be enrolled at the university in another country, then they graduate and decide to travel to one more country, for example, they have to confirm their diplomas.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be problematic, especially if the university doesn't have this accreditation. But our university is included into WFME. This is the World Directory of Medical Schools. And we have got this accreditation which helps us to confirm the diplomas of students in 3 minutes, basically, using the platform of ECFMG.
Okay. So, but are there any entrance exam or interview conducted for Indian students?
Well, it's not only about Indian students, it's for all of the students, both Russian and international. No matter who you are, you have to pass entrance exams, of course. This is traditional for Russia, not only for our university. All the students have to pass biology, chemistry, and English.
Okay. And if we talk about the facility in the university, what are the facility available for all the Indian students who are going to the university, such as like hostel facility, food facility, or library?
So, well, actually, we need to divide the facilities at least into two groups.
Okay.
Educational facilities and the rest of them. So the educational facilities include not only the main campus, different laboratories, of course, the libraries. You know, today it was such an interesting day. There was a news on our channel in Telegram that our university actually took the 3rd place according to the number of readers along Russia, the whole Russia. So our students are the most reading ones. Yeah, we do have libraries, of course, with all the necessary literature. When the students come to the university, they can get any books there for their studies. What else? We have got an e-medical educational center. This is the place where they can deal with phantom equipment. Do you know what it is?
No.
No, I will tell you. So phantom equipment is something that is used when students are not prepared maybe yet to work with cadavers.
Okay.
So phantoms are some kinds of robots.
Oh.
Yeah, that you can use for different medical manipulations. There are different phantoms for surgery, different phantoms for gynecology, for dentistry, and so on and so forth. So this is almost like a real patient. Like when you hurt the phantom, it says like, "Oh my God, it hurts."
Oh.
Yes, this is nice. And also in this center, we have got simulation wards, hospital wards, where students can see all kinds of equipment that are used in hospitals. Well, as for non-educational facilities like hostels and so on and so forth, well, just like any university in Russia, we've got hostels. We've got 3 hostels around our city, and we're planning to have one more.
Okay.
Maybe this year or the next one, I'm not sure. So the hostels are located quite close to the campus.
Okay.
It is also very important for internationals as well, not to get lost in the city. Well, the transportation system in Volgograd is very simple. So you can get the schedule of any kind of transport and get to the university from the hostel in 10 to 15 minutes. So all of them are located not more than 3 kilometers away. In every hostel, we have got facilities for cooking, kitchens for students. Sometimes they love cooking together.
Yeah.
They love cooking different national dishes, which is really very nice. And when we have different national holidays, we also prepare interesting dishes, like blini for Maslenitsa in Russia. This is a traditional holiday also. If you go to Russia, please come, we will show you.
Sure.
Then also we have gyms in all the hospitals because medical students need to keep fit. We've got a swimming pool and we've got a shooting range.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Okay. I hope students will like all those facilities over there. Our next question is, are there any preparatory classes for licensing exam like FMG or next exam?
Good question. Yeah, because we are highly concerned about the percentage of students who actually pass this exam when they get back to India. Well, we try to do, every year we're trying to upgrade and we're trying to make the course preparing students targeting at FMG. We also try to invite Indian professors who could come to our city and have offline passes with our students. Yes,
That's true.
preparing them for FMG. For this year, there's also a plan. So we're going to build this course so that they would be preparing during their last year of education.
Okay, that's great if you are like inviting in our Indian professors to help the Indian students. That's so great.
Yeah.
What about any? Are there any recent collaboration or any future collaboration or development which can help Indian students?
Well, I guess there are. It depends on what you're talking about. But for example, our university has a lot of cooperation with international bodies
Okay.
and universities in different countries.
Mm-hmm.
For example, we got cooperation with Dr. MGR here in India.
Mm-hmm.
So, which means that someday we're going to have some academic exchange
Mm-hmm.
between the universities. And also, I think that for Indian students, it's quite important that we have cooperation with Medanta Clinic because our Indian students will have a chance to go for practices there just without the necessity to go for practice anywhere else. They will be practicing here in India. Well, the rest of the international cooperations could also be useful because maybe they would decide to go for practices or for some kind of academic exchange.
Okay. So, what about the extracurricular activities? Are there any available for the Indian students at the university?
This is my favorite question. Yeah, because I work in the international department, and our major concern is the feelings of the students.
Yeah.
And so international students, when they come to Russia, they're still kids.
Yeah.
This is also quite concerning for parents and for teachers, for everybody. So what we try to do is we try to embrace them with all kinds of activities that can help them merge into the community. Because it's necessary for modern people to learn how to act in the international community, intercultural community. So what we do, we have a range of extracurricular activities which can also be divided into educational and just entertainment ones.
Okay.
Well, first entertainment ones, we've got different holidays. Now, one of our favorite holidays ever is Diwali.
Oh.
Yes, this is the moment when the whole university is painted with mehendi. All the employees of the universities are painted. And this is not only a moment for entertainment for everybody, but a moment to come together because not only Indian students prepare this holiday. Also, the rest of the international and Russian students take part. Our university, unlike other universities, not all of them, of course, but some of them, we do not divide student council into two parts.
Okay.
Because in some universities, there is a separate student council for Russian students and a separate student council for internationals.
Yeah.
We do not do it because we believe they should all be together.
Yeah. Yes.
And this is how they learn how to find the common language.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, and so these are the entertainment events. We celebrate a lot of national holidays, a lot of international holidays. We've got a club for girls. This was dedicated to the International Women's Day. This is also a very important body because this helps to support girls who can face some difficulties. Also, we've got some educational extracurricular activities. These are conferences.
Okay.
They can be on the level of the city, on the level of the country, but also they are international. And it is also important because students need to take part in scientific activities starting from the very first year. It's important for a future doctor. And for example, this year we're going to organize a major event which will, as a result, we hope, influence all the medical universities around Russia because we're going to introduce the practice of making simulation of WHO, World Health Organization, yes. So for the whole week, our students are going to be acting as real members of WHO.
Oh, that's great.
They will make reports, they will learn how to organize events, and they will learn different activities which can help them work in such major medical bodies. Like that?
That's great. And are there sports available, sports facilities and clubs?
Yeah, of course. As I have already told you, in all the hostels of our university, we've got gyms
Okay.
just for regular daily activity.
In all of those?
Yes, absolutely. And of course, at university, one of the parts of the curriculum is sport. So all the students have to do sport.
That's good.
To some extent. But also there are clubs. Of course, there are clubs of different sports. I cannot even name all of them because there are different teams. And we also had a completely Indian rugby team.
Oh.
Yeah, we're so proud of the guys because they traveled around Russia and took part in different competitions.
So, what message would you give to the Indian student who are aspiring to study MBBS at your university?
Well, I think the first thing I would say, welcome to Volgograd State Medical University. Feel free to apply to us. And one more thing that I would say to any student aspiring any kind of education abroad, don't be afraid of anything. No matter how strict professors might seem, if you really have a dream to achieve success, to become a doctor, you will be able to achieve success. From my own experience, I should say that Indian students are really similar to Russian students in many terms, especially taking into account that Indian students do understand that they come to study, not to entertain, not to do something stupid, but really to study. That is why most of them really achieve success and they do become real doctors. So please be brave and come to us. Namaste. आपका वोल्गोग्राड स्टेट मेडिकल यूनिवर्सिटी में स्वागत।